Hello everyone, welcome back to Space Engineers Season 1. We're back at it, it's daylight still. I need to set up an algae farm. So the sun rises over there and sets over there. So we're going to go out this way with some blocks. As soon as I grab some metal plating, because I know that's going to be my downfall. So let me see if there's any metal plating in here to be had. Let's see here. There's 2,000 of it. Yeah, let's just grab it all.
Fuel low.
Grab some interior plates too. Alright. So we're going to do an algae farm, and it's going to be out this way where the other farm is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right here. This block right here is going to be where we put the farm. This is going to be the start of the farm here. I just need to get... Actually, yeah, let me get rid of this. Yeah, we need to come out by another row. Actually, we need to come out by 2 rows. Or actually, 3 rows. Okay. Make up your mind. I have no mind. I don't know what I'm doing today. I'm confused. I see blocks in my future. I had nightmares last night of wolves attacking me. I always told myself I'm supposed to take care of myself because there's only one of me in this world. And who I am and what I believe in should matter to somebody out there. I'm gonna dig down right here real quick. I'm gonna dig down right here real quick. I'm gonna try to dig down right here. Alright, so I need to put a block underneath here. There we go. That makes me happy. Alright, let's put a couple extra blocks down there. Doesn't really matter, they're only a little bit of steel plating. So, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna fill this in. The algae farm is gonna go right out here. Let me see here. It's gonna start right out here, right here. Let me dig a little bit of this dirt out. So actually, I can just put a block from there to here. Alright, so X. Well, we don't have very much fuel left.
Critical.
Yep. There's nothing going to be here, so we can actually start. Whoops. We can actually start filling this in because there's not going to be another container over this way. This would be like maybe the constructor room or whatnot. Maybe we'll do the constructor room down here. Makes sense. Alright. Let's go refill and let's see these algae farms here. Number 9. Alright, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we want to find the algae farm. So just type in algae. We're going to put it on our hotbar real quick. We'll replace the refinery because we don't need any more of those right now. Now, I'm gonna do two things here. I'm gonna spin this around. Well, let me get out of X mode so I'm not using up my jetpack. I'm gonna spin this around and then I'm gonna, whoop. We're gonna put one right about, come on, one up more. One up more. Come on. Gotta go around. Can't jump up there. Alright. Now that we're up here. I want this algae farm to be right about there. And we're gonna do 4 out on each side. Am I really seriously gonna need to build blocks out here? Just so I can get up there and grab the algae farm. Alright, let's change it to this one. And then what we'll do is we'll change it back to a fill block. And go, oh, well, that can stay there. Get out of the way, block. Alright, so now we need to switch to the angle piece. Now we can get rid of this one. Alright. So now, without further ado, let's do the 4 algae farms over here. 1, 2. Gonna have to build out. Let me go back to the regular block. Alright, let's build out. We're gonna build out anyways, but it's just, you know. It's expediting the process. Alright. So now we'll go back to the algae farm. And we will put 1, 2 more. Now, what you're thinking here is, that's a lot of algae farms, you're just one player. Yes, I am. But I think I can sell stuff to a trader if I ever find one. Like that note that's in the rover should be a trade station somewhere on this planet. Now, if we get a scout vessel together, and we do get a scout vessel together. Let's see here. Let me 7. Alright, so this has to go there, that has to go there, that has to go there, that has to go there. That has to go there. Well, I dropped that block. Alright, so algae farms number 5. Oh, we gotta go back down. We almost got the algae farm done. We need to go get some more juice in our old backpack. And we need to get that H2O generator up and running so I can have bottles. Let me sit in the cabin and get some energy back here. Then we're going to go into our inventory and we're going to find the cooked meat and eat some. Okay. So, misty eye of the mountain below. There's nothing going to be blocking this area. This is just going to be a flat platform for maybe ships flying in and out. Other than that, yeah. Alright, so X, 5. Now you're thinking to yourself, well, that's going to eat up a lot of power. Yes, it is. But it's not built yet, so it's not eating up no power. Because then what we want to do is we want to go and we want to take one of these and take one of those and one of these. And then we'll go to number 2 and we'll go down, down. And then we'll go and we will, yeah, let me exit out of the flight mode here. Should this be the kitchen area? This is kind of like the farm area. They'll eventually get all built. But not right this second. Let me go check and put half the steaks back. Just so we have steaks just in case we die from some entity of some sort. Alright, so the forges are up and running. This is going to be the center path here. We need to start queuing up some more materials here. Let's see here. Production. Assembler. It's not full yet. Production. Iron. Alright, so we need to grab this one. And I think it's hooked up to the boxes down below. And we're going to go and we're going to hide empty. There we go. Basic refinery. Well, let's put that in there. Is this a basic refinery? No, that's a basic refinery right there. This one. Right there. We can get rid of this one. Maybe, hold on. Alright. I don't think we need 50k gold in there. We don't have the platinum. Well, we're gonna bank better tools here in a second. Alright, so without that, let's see here. We don't need that. And we don't, well, we need that in the assembler. I don't like how it doesn't just keep the hide button highlighted there, so I can actually just scroll down to the assembler here where we passed it. Uranium can come out. Let's grab that. Silicon can come out. Put the iron in. Now ideally, if we're going to start doing some solar panel shenanigans, we're going to need these solar cells. But I'm not going to make them right this second. I'm going to make the solar panels because they're going to eat away at this, or display panel, because they're going to eat away at the components. That, we need to queue up a metric ton of bulletproof glass. Go over here real quick. Go to production, assembler. We're gonna need a metric ton of bulletproof glass. That's gonna eat through some of the silicon, I hope. Alright, where were we doing here? We've got the algae farm set up. We need another wind turbine. We have a critical... Oh yeah, well, let's get this O2H2 generator up and running. What do we need? Constructor components, okay. Let's go into here, go to control panel, go to assembler. What did it say we needed? I can't remember now. I think it was construction components, right? Let me do some... I think it was a construction component. Now we can put the bulletproof glass in there, and that'll be used to do the algae farm. And we can get rid of some of that silicone that we have been holding on to forever. They take a major amount of power. We're gonna need to get something concrete stapled down real quick. Let's go number 9. Let me go number 2. Grind this down. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and we're gonna put a whole nother line of this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can't nerd pull, huh? Just tried. Right? Is that about the right height? Up by 1 more, I think. Up by 2 more. We're almost out of juice. Alright. Let's put the ramp down here somewhere. Out of the way. Put it right here, right here. And put another one on this side. Just so we have ramp up and down on each side. Algae farm looks like it's getting built with what we've been putting in the old assembler here. Alright, so this is built. So what we need to do is we need to go into the assembler. And we're going to go into... Oh, that's just what I look in timber. We're going to go into... This one right here. We need a hydrogen bottle, so we're going to make like 20 of them. And we're going to put them in the front of the queue. So they can get built real quick. While those are building, we can go over here to this one right here and we can grab the ice out of there. Because the ice belongs down here in this one. Don't worry, this is open for a reason. This area right here. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pipe from wherever this ends up. Yeah. Let's get the dirt moved out of this area.
Fuel low.
Found our hit of doom. As it were. Don't know if I'm going to go out this way with more boxes or not. Maybe just keep going with them. You know? Just keep going with the, yeah, because a lot of these haven't been built yet. And we just used up some of our precious resources, didn't we? Oh, yeah, we're good. We still haven't, the only thing we don't have is, comps. Alright, so now these should be built already. I'm gonna stop crouching here in a second. Let's go into production. Assembler number 1, inventory. Grab that out. We're gonna go right here. Drop those in and see how many bottles it gives us. It gives 20 bottles of hydrogen. That's a lot of bottles of hydrogen. That's okay, we don't need them right this second. Well, we do and we don't. We still have the rover still. Of course, you might not want to empty the rover out completely.
Fuel critical.
Because if you do, then you're going to run into the problem later on when you're going out with your rover to scout things out. Yeah. But yeah, this is looking pretty good, I don't gotta say. What's through here? Oh, another one of these that we put down but we didn't dig out. Let's take it out. I just blew that up, didn't I? Yes, I did. Or was there anything in there to begin with? I don't know. I think there was something there. Conveyor belt and alright, so number 6. Put that back in there. There we go. I'm thinking here. I'm thinking that maybe you're right. It looks like a straight line. Not really. It's offbeat by a little bit. You just gotta go this way some. Don't worry, you won't see any of this area. I want to dig down too low. We'll end up in the cavern. As it were. Alright. So we got another box made up. Me fill up on my energy real quick because we're gonna go and check the algae farm. I bet you it needs bulletproof glass. Let's grab the hydrogen bottles out of here since we desperately need them. Alright, so the algae farm is set up. We're setting up another wind turbine setup. So let me go down to the ground real quick and go G. Go wind turbine. I know these are not cost effective, but they'll do for now. As it were. Ideally, you can make these look fancy by let's see here, is this the right depth? Is that 2 blocks or 1 block in between? Looks like 2. Perfect. We almost knew what we were doing there. Yeah, I always want you to come in at an angle. That ought to give us enough wind power to do whatever we need to do here. So let's see if we can weld these together and how much materials we're missing. We're missing comps. Missing comps. Structure components, I mean. Or is that yeah, construction components. Alright, we need construction components. Let's see here, production. I don't know why it defaults to the regular assembler. So we needed these, right? We'll swap that for the bulletproof glass for now. Go into its inventory. Alright, so I'm gonna throw the bulletproof glass in there and it's gonna build those over there. Right now we're using up more materials than we're taking in, even though we don't have a proper setup for because I want to do another refinery just so I have 3. I want to put another one right there. So basically this box right here is going to be in let's face it that way. Alright, so we have steel plates. I wonder why that's not welding up this stuff. Oh, it does not have steel plate. Let's put 2500 in there. And let it do its thing. Alright, so the forge, or the refinery, is on their number 3. Right? Number 3 is the refinery. No, that's not the refinery. Yeah, it is. It's the refinery. Right? An assembler or a refinery? No. O2 generator. Okay, yeah, we don't need that anymore. We can take that. Well, I do need the mod one still. Yeah, I still need this one. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go into vanilla blocks. Refinery. Too bad I can't make the big refinery. Just because it's got a DLC. On the backside right there. So it needs to be placed right there. And then make sure we got the right ones here, right? Yep, one there, one there. And then we'll go to number 2. We'll go one there, one there. That refinery is set up. And then we'll go back to 1 and let it do its magic here. It's becoming dark time again, unfortunately. We have bullets. What else do we need to make up in order to build certain things? Production. We need to probably clear out some of the ore again. Yeah, 346,000 silicon doesn't need to be in there. I'm gonna dump these in there. Whoops, not the meat. I just don't belong in there. Ah! I'm being attacked! Give it a second. Keeping our food up there, like always. I neglected it in my first couple playthroughs, and I was like, oh, probably should have done something about that. Haven't died of hunger not once yet, so. Yeah. So basically, this is going to be a very long foundation. We'll call this the shipyard. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about moving those refineries. Back to here. Back to this one right here. This one. Because right now they're on this one right here. And I don't even think they're set up properly. I don't know. They might be set up properly. Good way to tell is go up here and look at them. Our whole of doom is gone. I think we covered it up already. Or we're really close to covering it up. No, we covered it up. Maybe. Yeah, no, it's still right here. Alright. So, where is the center of this thing here? I need this thing built. Let me grab the drill real quick. I don't want to damage the container, I just want to clear the dirt away. That's the outline of the container. Well, I just blew that block up. We're going to use that block as a connector. Alright, so without further ado, we're gonna go and we are gonna put the connector back up there. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Alt 2 and we're just gonna go straight down on the line, which means that we have to get rid of some of the dirt here because it didn't get rid of the dirt for us here. Whoops, we're not going in a straight line. It's okay, trial and error. No, I don't want the stone. I just want to muck out the path here. Alright, I'm just gonna put the straight piece on. Well, guess we could just keep going down the line here until we hit the bottom of the thing here. I think we've reached the bottom. Nope, the bottom's right down there. We've reached far enough down, which is fine. Where is the blocks that I placed? Am I upside down? Third is that way. Control 2. I think that's probably where we're gonna put it. And we're gonna do a conveyor junction right on the end. Alright, so that's the final thing here. I kinda wanna dig just this little bit of dirt out here, right here. Alright, so the uranium reactor has to be linked up to a grid. So to get it hooked up to a grid, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go straight down in a line here. Ow, that hurt. And then we're gonna go around this and back down. Alright, so this is the path that we need to take here. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm securing the blocks as I go down. I don't want them to fall because this is going to be a very expensive thing that we're putting down here. I know it may not seem that way, but the reactors are really, yeah, they're really expensive. And I do not want them to get broke. That's why we're putting them way down here. I mean, people have to shoot through the ground in order to get to it, so, yeah. Alright, where's the dead center at? Dead center's right here, so we have to go over that way by one block. We're almost down to the ground. Alright, so the center of the mass is right here. So we'll go down, 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 down. The center of the mass is right here. Alright, so now we're going to go out by 3. And then we're going to look for the reactor. A reactor. This thing puts off radiation. Another reason why we're putting it down in this hole. Reactor. Now what we need to do is we need to take this junction here, wherever this is right here. We need to go all to. That's off. That's off. Yeah. This is off. Let me grind it down real quick before it starts getting built. Alright. Control 2. We'll put that down there. One there. One there, one there, one there. Alright, so the reactor has to go dead center of this thing right here. At least I think this is dead center. I had it there for a second. It was in the block, I guess. Now what we want to do is we want to control Q. We want to put a junction here. So and then we're going to go into a junction. Now when this thing is built, 2000 what? Reactors and superconductors. Reactors and superconductors. Alright. Reactors and superconductors. Can't get up that way, huh? Might have to make myself another hole. Let's do it over here out of the way. Actually, let's do it on the high side over here. Ow. Right down. Alright. We're out. We need to go see the rover real quick. Because we're damaged like a lot. Excuse me. That went down the wrong nose nostril. We need to get some more constructors up and running. I know I've been saying that, but I mean, we really do. Because this one constructor is just not pulling its weight right now. Watch it eat. Do that bullet, that glass. Watch it. Sorry, I had to adjust my legs. Oh, it's not taking the bulletproof glass, huh? It's not going to do the algae farm? Alright, everyone. This is where I'm going to call this video, everyone. Very productive episode. We got a reactor down. We just need to get it piped up into the good area. In the next episode, what we'll do is we'll work on the assembler room. It's going to be on this side over here. I'm thinking it's going to start somewhere. Let me see here. It's probably going to start somewhere wherever this whatever the next two boxes are. Now there should be three boxes total right now, if I'm correct. Let's see here. There's one box, two boxes. That's it. Or am I missing something? Let's go to the other side and look. Because they should be the same. That one's out by 3, okay. So I guess we're going out by 3. Is this a conveyor belt? I don't know why that block was there. But yeah, this is going to go out by a little bit. Alright, everyone. This is where I'm going to call this video, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you storm that like button. And if you're new here, subscribe for more daily videos. Okay, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks to all my Patreons and YouTube subscribers. You guys rock. Later.